All right, welcome. If you're tuning in, my name is Marquay. This is the Seriously Driven channel. We're here to talk about the recap of the NASCAR Clash at the Coliseum 2023. It was a great battle throughout the entire night. I thoroughly enjoyed the entire race. It was very good. A lot of action, a lot of bumping in between the cars, a lot of no space. Welcome. If you're tuning in, my name is Mark. Not a lot of opportunities for passing for a lot of folks, but really good, really good race. It felt like watching a race at your local short track, watching the late models race. So it was extremely good. But once again, my name is Marquay. Before we tune in and get started, I want to go ahead and show off the sponsor for this video. This video is completely sponsored by myself. I help to fund all of the production aspect going on here. And then also too, I fund this with my time as well. So let's go ahead and show a quick promo to basically just to show off the social media of me. And then when it's done, do me a favor, go ahead and click that follow button on the social media accounts posted, and then also subscribe to the YouTube. That'll help out a lot. So before we get started, let's go ahead and take this commercial break really fast, and then we'll get into it.
When I roll up and do it like everything right now. I'm on the outside. Up the beat to go. When I roll up and do it like.
All right, so that was just a quick promo. If you like what you saw, please do me a favor, go ahead and support by following the social medias that were shown. Also give me some support by clicking the like button on this video, and then also subscribing to the YouTube. This to help me out to give me the motivation needed to keep going further. So if you tuned in, definitely thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed that commercial from our sponsor, or should I say myself? All right, so. But right here, as you see on the screen, I got the highlights from last night's race posted on NASCAR's YouTube. So what I'll be doing is just giving my commentary along with we'll be listening to the video as well. I'll be giving my commentary, and I'll stop and take pauses and talk in between. I might go off topic a little bit about other things, but that's okay. We just here to enjoy this NASCAR talk and then talk about how the culture was pushed with this race as well. So let's get into it.
And here they come. Green
Here we go. We had Eric Almirola starting off in pole. He had a lot of speed to start this race off, as we'll see. Truex, yeah. I ain't gonna say too much. I don't want to spoil it, but Truex ran well all night. But look at the speed. Eric Almirola had a lot of speed tonight. Just got unlucky. That's what happens when you're racing at this quarter mile short track.
Eric Jones.
That's one of my
Eric Jones, lap 17, got spun out.
Better get used to this, bud.
That's got a toe link broke too on the right rear, it looks like.
It sure does.
Here we go, a recap of what just happened. Let's see.
Kevin Harvick, and here comes Michael
Let's see what's
McDowell
gonna
in that
happen
black
here.
and white 34. I'm going to tell you, from the looks of that toe link, I think he hit the wall. First caution flag of the race at lap 17. Left rear flat as well. All right, we'll have a look at some replays when we come.
Oh, there you go, right there. God damn. Was that McDowell that took him out? I think that was Michael McDowell that took him
Around
out.
goes Blaney, 3 and 4.
Look at Truex getting
It was a
physical,
look
push
ahead, but
Almirola up the
now
track
Almirola getting
because William
shoved
Byron was
back, and
coming
we're
down
going
low.
under caution
He
for
got
the
forced up
second
and he
time today.
forced Almirola right out the way. And there go Blaney. Blaney just suffered a wreck right there. Chase Elliott involved as well. Chase Elliott had a bad night. Chase
Ryan
Elliott had a
Blaney,
bad
watch
night,
the number
man.
12.
He just was so unlucky. Look, just a traffic jam.
Just
Oh,
stepped
look
out
at Ross
behind him, just like we saw
Chastain.
in the heat race. It
Yo,
really wasn't the car behind him that
I'm
dumped
over
him.
here
It was three or
pointing
four
like
of
y'all
them.
can see where I'm pointing at.
Quite a
Let
bit
me
of
see.
damage to the front of his car.
I was over here pointing like y'all can see what I was pointing at. I'm tripping. Hey, check this out. Watch this blue car right here. This is Ross Chastain. Look at the traffic jam already starting to form right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's a little bit of space right there. That's Ryan Priest. And look at the traffic jam start right here. I can't tell who that is. It looked like Justin Haley. And then I can't tell, is that Kyle Larson? So Briscoe, so Blaney, Briscoe, Larson, Haley, McDowell. I can't tell who this is right here. And then Chastain. Watch Chastain. This blue number one right there. Watch him.
Just
Look at his
backing up behind him, much
reflexes.
like we saw in the
He
heat
avoided
race. It
all
really
of
wasn't
that.
the car behind him that dumped him.
He
It was
just went over like how many positions? He's right here. So this is, we'll just start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, watch this out.
Watch the number 12.
Watch him.
just
Look at
stepped out
that. So
behind
he
him, much
gained
like
two
we saw in the heat
positions,
race. It really wasn't the
three
car behind
positions
him that
now.
dumped him. It was
Great
three or
job.
four
He
of
got
them.
two positions coming out of what turn was
Quite
that
a bit
right
of
there?
damage to the front of his car.
That was turn coming right out of turn 4. He gained 3 positions.
Blaney
Great
was
job on
11th.
Ross Chastain's part right there.
Well, you'd like to catch him in a spot where it's not going to cost you momentum, but the hard part is he's not having that luxury right now. I mean, he's got Martin Truex closing. The great thing, Chase
Look at
Elliott,
Martin Truex
class act,
playing great
leaned over, let the
defense.
leaders go. He knows he's having a rough day there. Something probably got bent.
Turn 2. Allmendinger goes around.
Down, easy. Stay down, you're up.
Allmendinger to the
Flat 2
roll
laps
to the
complete,
wall
third
right there.
caution
He had
flag.
a
It's,
rough night
again,
as
just
well.
right
He still
as soon
fought
as
his
Denny
way.
Hamlin, the leader, started catching
He still
him,
fought
he
his
could
way
almost
back
put
up.
it
I
on
forgot
the
what place
clock.
he finished in, but
Time
he
to
did
take
have
it.
a rough night. He did have a rough night. He was involved in
Because you're
uh
forced to, Tony. You either
he was
have to
involved
move
in a
that guy
handful of
out of the way,
incidents.
or you're going
I mean,
in.
so was a lot of
So that
drivers.
leaves
It's a
you
really tight
option you
track,
have
but
on your
he was
plate.
very noticeable. He was how many he was
Austin
involved
Dillon in
in.
the 3. I think he had
Austin
this one
Dillon had
circled
the
on his
best looking rap of the
calendar.
night.
He had a great night here last year.
Austin Dillon, look at this joint right here, bruh. Austin Dillon had the best rap of the night. William Byron came out with some heat right there with that Raptor sponsorship, and then Martin Truex still had the same old same right there. You know how he does; he don't switch it up at all. But Austin Dillon came with the heat, man. Yesterday when I was doing the broadcast during the race, I was saying how I predicted it. Martin Truex was going to win the race. I said that before the race started. He was just absolutely dominant all weekend. He was dominant in practice and qualifier. So I just really believe that he had the opportunity to do it. And he came out hungry this year. But nonetheless, I did want Austin Dillon to also. I said he would be a I would like to see him actually go to victory lane because of his rap. He had the best looking car all weekend, and his team came out with some newfound swag this year. They wanted to start it off with a bang, and they did with the colorway, with that rap alone. They did their thing. So hats off to your team.
And he is right up front again in the top 3.
Did a really good job. Just a little bit of a nudge
Look at
to
that,
William to
forcing
make
William
a little
Byron to
pop.
stay on the
Gets
outside.
a
Great
really good
job.
drive off of turn
Austin
2
Dillon
there.
raced
Makes the
well
pass.
raced
Eric
well this
Almirola, the
night.
pole sitter, going a lap
Bubba
down
Wallace,
ahead
there
of
you
Bubba
go.
Wallace.
Wow.
Almirola going a lap down.
Man,
He
I
got the
promise he
speed though.
starts
He
the
had the
race.
speed. He just
I
was
cannot
forced out of the
believe
way and kind of
60
bumped,
laps
and that
into
kind
this
of was
race,
gone.
he's a lap down now.
Turn 2, Hamlin around.
Denny Hamlin, his brakes glowing.
Man, those two always seem to find each other. The 1
All
and
right,
the
look,
11.
check this out.
Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin have a history. They were racing for 12th.
Well, it's not going to go away tonight.
Check this out. Look, watch. Ross Chastain go start it back up. Boom! You're out of here.
The ones all the way down
Ross
the stretch,
Chastain
just to
already
ensure
starting this year off with a new rivalry to respark.
Well,
They
it's
like
more open,
stepbrothers.
yes. Am I going to say that, sell that as a dive
They like
bomb?
stepbrothers. They
Absolutely.
kind of hate each other,
Interesting to see what happens in 2 laps, whether the three can maintain his spot there.
but
He's
they
going to
still got
make
to show up every
darn
week.
sure he doesn't leave a gap where
My
that three can
goodness.
get down. If the three
All right, here's
doesn't
the
hold the
final lap right
23
before
down, dry
halftime.
off this start, Martin
And
Truex
we see
Jr. will
got
be in
Kyle
second.
Busch running up in the top 10. I think he was in sixth right there. Uh, Tyler Reddick is in fourth place right now. Truex, of course, has been up
Little
top,
contact
up
between the
front all
leaders.
night.
Big hole.
Watch
Did not.
Austin Dillon.
I was surprised Austin didn't try
They are battling door
to
to
get
door,
down and finish the
rubbing
second.
paint.
He's not giving up at
Watch
all.
Austin.
Bubba kept him up high and won
He
another
overshot
race.
it. Look at that.
And in turn three,
Great
the
job,
same.
Bubba.
Truex
Bubba
is going to
played.
get
He
through for
drove well. He
second.
had excellent defense right there. Bubba drove well. Now, one thing that was noticeable right
And
here.
caution waves.
Yellow for the break, yellow for the break. Good job.
Now that 75 laps is completed.
One thing that was noticeable right there though is that I was listening into the I was scanning into the teams to the radio, and basically right there at that point Austin Dillon hopped on the radio basically trying to figure out what the heck happened. So he hops on and says, what just happened? Did I get pushed by the 23 or did I overdrive it? What happened?" And basically they told him on the his crew responded back and basically was like, "You kind of overdrove that turn basically." But that kind of right there kind of sparked their feud because they had been battling door to door all night just about. But Austin Dillon kept that in the back of his mind. He remembered it. He remembered how hard Bubba raced him, and that's going to come back. So, um, yeah, that was good.
Now he's
We fresh out of the half right now. I do want to show something though. So they got Wiz Khalifa to come and perform at the halftime show. Um, And during the halftime performance, let's just go to a quick glimpse of it. It's Wiz Khalifa. If you guys don't know, rapper, man, a lot of people do know about Wiz Khalifa. So before we begin, I did see a lot of complaining about them actually having Wiz Khalifa come out to perform. So I saw guys complaining, and then when you ask about why the performance was bad or why they hated it so much, they couldn't really describe what they hated about the performance rather than they just didn't like the music. And that's okay if you don't like the music. Just say that. Just say that this is not for you. This is not my type of music. It's not really for me. I'm not really rocking with it. But for you to flat out just come out and hate on it, I mean, how was it bad at all? I mean, he came out, he played a couple of songs. The crowd got hyped. You can see the crowd dancing with him. He was in LA doing it. LA is a huge urban culture. You got Hispanic, you got black, you got a lot of different cultures and heritages and different ethnicities within that city. So the fact that the overall complaint about it was terrible, but it wasn't terrible because the performance sucked. It just because you didn't like the music because it wasn't for you. So that's the thing about the NASCAR crowd, right? That I'm learning and that I see. I've been to a couple of races. I've been to some short tracks. The crowd for NASCAR is really not diverse at all. So if you go to one race, you go to one NASCAR track, you kind of been to them all, to be honest with you. When I'm talking about with the crowd. Uh, they are huge like country music fans. They like they rock and roll. So the fact that NASCAR trying to incorporate something new, they trying to win over a new crowd, a new target audience. So the fact that they trying to incorporate something new by having Wiz Khalifa come and perform, I really respect it. I really enjoy it, and I actually really appreciate it because they're trying to include some of black culture, hip hop culture into NASCAR. It's needed. It is needed. This is not the 50s and the 60s no more, um, where that kind of was you just didn't want to do that back in those times. So we don't have to get into it, but it's not those times anymore, bruh. There's a lot of black talent in NASCAR that is not being highlighted as they should be. With the pit crew members, a lot of pit crew members are a part of these championship winning teams that we kind of not don't hear about. And also as well, just incorporate some hip hop music, some black music. So it was really good to hear, nonetheless. But as we watching this though, we kind of get to see Mamba. If you don't not familiar with Mamba, he is on a lot of the NASCAR analysis shows that come on Fox Sports Network. I believe it's FSN, where they break down a race and things that happen like that. Mamba was in the back He's the only black dude on the show. Really the only black dude in NASCAR, the broadcasting, the media space. So, bro, he's not. He's a handful of them. He's not the only one, but it's not that many of them. But look, you can see him in the background. We'll show it. We'll show it. So we got Wiz Khalifa right here performing. Look, there go Mamba right there. It was a quick glance. We'll see. I'm gonna show you. Bro was getting it, man. He was dancing. There you go, right there, clapping his hands. Look, let's see. Look, there go. Let he go right there. Look, he was getting it, bro. He was feeling that jump. Yeah, Mamba. There you go. Mamba wanted to hear more than just some country music too. Look at him. He getting it, bro. Look at him. He feeling his jump, bro. NASCAR. Look at him. Look. He feeling it. He is grooving, bro. So NASCAR. I say all this to say, it's okay if you include a little bit more of hip hop culture into your sport. Like I'm a real big fan of NASCAR. A newly invested fan, should I say? Um, but it's hard for a lot of my counterparts and colleagues and friends and brothers and other people to want to be involved with the sport where they don't have anything that they can relate to. In the black culture, there's nothing about racing cars that's being talked about, and then also it's not being talked about. We're not shown race car stuff at all. That is not anything that we delve into. But then on top of that, when you do try to get into it, there's nothing grabbing our attention. There's no hip hop music. There's nothing to grab us. So the fact that y'all are trying to include the urban crowd, the hip hop crowd, I really do respect it. I like it, and I appreciate that, and I want to see more. So let's go ahead and continue on with the race, though. I told you I was gonna get a little bit sidetracked. Man, it's just I get so passionate about talking about this, and I just like to be able to show it to other black people and kind of explain to them what NASCAR is and how it operates. So for me to really talk about it, I can do this all day. But let's get back to it though. Man, we just went off on a tangent. If you just tuning in, do me a favor, go ahead and leave a comment about what you thought about the Clash at the Coliseum 2023. I thought it was amazing. Wiz Khalifa performed. I was just talking about that. But if you just tuned in, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. That'll help me out a lot. And then leave a comment. I want to hear what you got to say. Let's go ahead.
To the inside of Truex for second.
So this is after halftime. Ryan Priest, Martin Truex. Priest just got second over Truex
And the
right there.
driver New Englanders called
Oh,
Grease
and right,
Lightning is up to second, but there's a pileup on the back straightaway that puts us under caution once
bruh.
again.
They said his nickname is Priest Lightning. That is
And it
probably
looks
the
like
best
Michael
nickname
McDowell,
I've heard in NASCAR.
Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney may have been
Priest
involved in
Lightning.
that.
I really like that jump.
That'll be caution
I
flag
really like
number
that
8.
jump. And the thing about that is, he climbed all the way up from 18th to find his way in the top. What? He was just in the top three. He climbed from 18th. He started 18th and climbed his way
Turns
up to top
McDowell
three.
completely around.
Chase Elliott car smashed in the front. Dang, Christopher Bell didn't care. He kept going.
Back to green.
Yeah, look at Ryan Priest out there fighting for first place.
Don't
Good
sleep
job,
on that
Priest.
Alex Bowman either.
But look at True.
Slowly
Oh,
but
this is
surely,
Bubba right there.
quietly
That's
getting
Bubba.
back up there to the front.
Look at Bubba playing excellent defense. A little bump from Truex in the behind.
Priest clears Wallace for the lead.
Man, Priest raced his tail off,
Something we
bro.
haven't seen a lot of, cars passing for position on the outside.
Man, Priest raced his tail off. I ain't gonna lie. So this is how I had it going for the race. I had Martin Truex before the race started. I said he was going to win, but then I also said Austin Dillon in that number 3 car because he had the best wrap. I wanted to see him actually go to victory lane just because his car looked the best. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't expect him to win, but if he did win, I kind of was like throwing that out there. Check this out if this happens. But Priest was not on my radar. I don't think he was on anybody's radar. I heard he had just, I think he just, I believe he just signed a full time Cup contract. Actually, I believe he's now full time Cup driver, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he's a full time Cup driver now. He definitely came out and made a name for himself tonight. I heard some people had not even heard of him before in the other chats that I'm a part of, but bruh, Priest, you did your thing. I'm super proud of how you drove. I'm proud of you. I'm super proud how you drove. I'm sure you gained a lot of fans at the Coliseum. Bruh, your short track racing skills is like that. You like that. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I can't wait to go to Martinsville. I hope I get to see him in Martinsville.
Alex Bowman in the
Martinsville and
48
Richmond.
trying the
Shoot.
same thing on Martin Truex. Here we go, 65 laps to go.
Look, Priest still out front. And then Alex Bowman climbed his way up front. Alex Bowman started off in eighth place to begin the race. Then he had fell to the back and kind of worked his way back up. I don't think he had fell to the back at this point, though. I don't remember.
Oh, Logano drilled Kyle Busch. And
Look
around
at
goes
Bubba
the
Wallace. Oh, wow. Look at the traffic jam. Slower traffic to the right, please. God dang.
spinner in
That's
two.
Justin Haley.
That'll be Justin Haley.
He just got flat out. I'm sure he got pushed. Oh, they didn't show the replay.
That's
Look
the
at
best
Priest
battle
still
on
out
the
front,
racetrack
bruh.
as Priest pulls away
Priest
and
was
he goes
killing
for a
it.
ride into the turn two wall.
Wait, what just happened? Did Blaney get pushed to the wall? I don't remember this part. I think Blaney got pushed into the wall. Show us this replay so we can see what happened.
Flag.
Show us Priest still out front. Yo, show us this replay. 37 laps to go.
And that car is bent at the front.
Look at Briscoe.
A lot of abuse today.
God dang.
Not very often you see these composite bodies with a full kink on them like that. This time it's hurt.
Oh, they're giving us the replay now.
Right
Let's check this out. Traffic jam.
Just look at the accordion, though,
Boom.
all of them.
Great job. Who is that number 4? Harvick. Great job, Harvick.
For the lead, Martin Truex.
Look at Truex bumping it.
Got him.
Bump him.
Clear.
Yo, it was a lot of bumping going on in this race, and I really enjoyed that. Look at that, another one. Alex Bowman on the back of Bubba Wallace. See, here it is right here. Let's rewind it back. Oh crap. We're gonna slow this down. Let's slow this down. Playback speed. We want to see. Playback speed.
Truex needed the provisional limit.
Let's see what watch Bubba Wallace right here. Actually, I think it was a little bit before. Look at Bubba Wallace. He hit him right there. Bubba Wallace hit him right here. There's 24 laps left to go in this race. Bubba Wallace got a nice bump on the back of that beautiful Rap 3 car of Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon didn't forget that, and then he also didn't forget what happened going into the halftime show. So there was a list of experiences that kind of built up to the point that we'll see. But at the same time, too, there was a lot of this all night. Like Bubba Wallace was not the only one. We see Alex Bowman right here. He pat the back of Bubba as well. Like, watch.
Where we had been talking about the 41.
Look, he hit the back of Bubba right there as well. It wasn't that bad, slight tap, but bruh, it's a quarter-mile track, and these cars are well overly engineered for this track. Extremely fast for this track. It's going to be a lot of bumping. All right, let's go back to regular playback speed. Here we go right here.
Through the center of the corner better than 41.
Martin Truex at this point kind of was just, he's out. There's Austin Dillon right there. We still got William Byron up front right there too. William Byron did a good job staying in top 10. I think the entire night. Let me be honest with you.
First time he's led tonight, but he's pulling.
Noah Gragson cracked top 10, and Reddick slipped out of 10, the top 10, and going to 11 at that point. Logano started at I think 17th. He's up at 12th at this point.
Yes, he is.
Mind you, we do not see Kyle Busch up here. This is the top 10. Oh, Kyle Busch is right here. But we did not see, they didn't have it in this video. Kyle Busch was actually pushed. And from him being pushed, he worked his way all the way back up from 26 to climb back in the top 10. And he drove his tail off. I believe he was 26 and drove all the way back to finish where he finished at in the top 3. Kyle Busch drove his tail off. When it happened on the stream last night, I said, all right, that just happened to Kyle Busch. I think we had like 45 laps to go or something like that, 50 laps to go or something like that. I was like, bro, Kyle Busch got time. This is what he does. And then slowly after cautions, you look up, he in 13th. I'm like, bro, what the heck? And I was on the live cams of the cars when I was doing the broadcast last night, and I actually put it on Kyle Busch because I knew that's what we was going to see. He's better than 70% of the field, so we're always going to see Kyle Busch do things like that, and he did it again. I watched him do it live in Richmond. Um, Kyle Busch just does it. Last year just wasn't a year for him. He didn't have any luck, but he can drive, bro. Give him some credit.
You see it rotate really fast, low and straight
And we
off
got
the
Truex
corners.
right
They got
here,
that
still out
left rear
front.
down at
21
the end.
laps left to go. 20,
Everything
20
you
laps
want
left to go.
inside that race car.
Oh, Priest gets
40.
hit by Dillon.
Priest has
He's
trouble.
having trouble.
Yep, and there it goes. Austin Dillon bumped Priest out the way. Oh, look, Bubba bumped Priest right there, too.
No comment here. What you got? Inside. No, it's an electrical problem.
An
Oh,
electrical problem for Ryan Priest.
Priest was suffering an electrical problem. Look, Bubba Wallace got it
It's
over
go.
on
It's
Austin
time to
Dillon.
go.
Look, there you go.
Dillon
He
gives
did
the
it.
boot to Bubba.
Boom.
Into the wall, Wallace goes.
That's crazy.
That radio communication isn't going to be that good now.
No, that was
That's
not
crazy.
Get rolling here. Get rolling. Before the leaders get there.
They were leaning on each other from the get go on that restart.
Yeah.
They've been leaning on each other all the entire race. A lot of that happened the entire race, bro. Was super Austin Dillon and Bubba Wallace was trading shots all night. I mean, we saw it. I highlighted early in the video where Bubba Wallace bumped him. This was about maybe 26 laps to go. Bubba Wallace bumped him, and that kind of was like, all right, okay, you doing it this late in the race? Okay, watch it. Kyle Busch right there, fought his way up in the top five,
Wow. That
bumped
was
him
the
right
high
out the
hard one.
way. It wasn't even like he overdrove it. He just straight out just took him out,
That
bruh.
was the high hard one.
He just straight up took him out. Let's watch it. Let's slow this down. Boo! Right before they even got to the turn, he just already started. He
That was
went
the
into the
high
turn
hard
already knowing he
one.
was gonna do that.
Yeah, it's really hard.
So, and that's the thing. Let's let this finish real quick. Let's let them talk. Let's see if it goes to the next scene. You know what? Nah, we're gonna talk right here. That is the thing, bruh. So I see a lot of people. Okay, here's another rant we're about to go on. That is the thing. I see a lot of people also saying stuff like Bubba Wallace is a crybaby because he decided not to get out his car and he was sipping on the water bottle. Look at the crybaby and things like that. Oh, we got the sport's biggest crier, him, Logano, and I forget who else they said. But long story short, whatever. The push that Austin Dillon gave right here is not the same type of push that Bubba Wallace was given. We saw it. I highlighted it with like 26 laps to go. Bubba Wallace gave him a tap. He gave him a tap. Austin Dillon flat out said, bruh, I'm not going to get you the chance to even compete with me no more at this point. I'm going to take you out. So at right here, he decides to just go ahead and crash into Bubba. Like, watch. Oh, here we missed it. Right there. Well before they got into the turn. He made sure Bubba didn't even have an opportunity.
Wow.
He made
That
sure
was
Bubba didn't even
a
have an
high
opportunity.
hard one.
And then you're gonna talk about, and then you got people in the comments talking about, oh, Bubba a crybaby. How is he a crybaby, bruh? I bet you anybody in that position, whether it would have been, we're not even gonna name names. Anybody in that position, whether you play iRacing, you ever been going for the win and it's less than 5 laps to go, and then all of a sudden somebody push you out the way, you get pissed. Everybody would get pissed in that moment. I don't understand what we're talking about. It's like anything that Bubba Wallace does, they are looking to give any sort of negative commentary, no matter what he does, bro. So he sits in the car and sips on this water bottle at the end of the race, and now look at this crybaby. Oh, you need to get out the car right now, and you actually need to go out and be seen and and just move on. It's just the Coliseum race. It's not even a points race, bro. That's not the point. He works for Michael Jordan. You know what Michael Jordan is? He is the arguably the greatest uh athlete or basketball player of all time. So Jordan did not take losses lightly. Jordan wanted to be the best. Did you see the documentary how bad he talked to his teammates? Jordan did not give a crap about, oh, we gave it our best effort. Oh, he needs to be appreciative. Bubba Wallace needs to be appreciative because he had a good car. He needs to be grateful. Grateful don't win sponsorships. Grateful doesn't make you money. Grateful does not win races. Grateful does not get you points. Grateful is not enough in this sport, especially being a black driver. Being grateful is not enough, bruh. You gotta win. I mean, we saw if we go back to NASCAR history, Wendell Scott, and actually the Wendell Scott Foundation is actually hosting a gala this weekend. Gala. I mean, gala. The Wendell Scott Foundation is hosting a gala this weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina, February 11th. They hosting a gala. They're gonna have Rocco, if you're not familiar with Rocco, legendary pit crew member under Jeff Gordon back then, but he'll be the host of the event. Nevertheless, Wendell Scott was grateful just to have the opportunity to race. Wendell Scott was grateful to have the opportunity to race. First African American to ever win a NASCAR. It wasn't called the Cup Series at the time. It was called uh I can't remember the name. You know what? We're gonna look it up. Let's do some history. Wendell Scott. Wendell Scott. Wendell Scott win. It was called the he was the first African American to ever compete in NASCAR. And then he also won, yes, the Grand National Series. No, that's not right. That's not right. Who was the first to win a NASCAR race? To win a race at NASCAR Elite. What was the series called? Um, what was the series called? I was just listening to a video that the Wendell Scott Foundation posted on their Instagram. They was kind of giving um, wh- what is that series called? Oh, yeah, we see the major league level, but what was the series called? It wasn't like a cup series. What was it called? Oh yeah, Warwick Scott. I actually took a picture of Warwick Scott when he was in Richmond with the foundation. Um, Frank Scott, that was his son, and Warwick Scott is the grandson, I believe. Um, man, I cannot think of it. I cannot think of it. I'm gonna try one more. If not, we're gonna get back to the video. Wendell Scott biography. What What the Grand National Series? What was it? Uh, he died in 1990 from cancer. Um, it wasn't called the Cup Series back then. Um, oh, was it called? It was the Winston Cup. Was it the Winston Cup? Was it the Winston Cup? Was it the Winston Cup? Daytona Grand National Series. Mm, yeah, I don't know. The Grand National Series. 15. Wendell Scott. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. Wendell Scott from Danville, Virginia, too. Where do man, man, I wish I would have made some time to look it up and be prepared to talk about this. I was prepared. I just went off on a tangent. Long story short, I'm kind of getting off topic. I can't remember what race was it that he won. Uh First win was in Jacksonville. But what was the series called that he won in? What was that series called? The first Grand National Series race the track was won. Okay. So I was okay. I'm severely wrong. It was the Grand National Series. Grand National Series. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was called something else. I thought it was. I thought it was called something else. Oh, got it. Okay. All right, cool. So, yeah, but to get back to the point, yeah, so basically being black in this sport and just being grateful is not enough, man. Wendell Scott was very grateful to be able to have the opportunity to race. Um, Even though he was treated like crap, when he won his first race, they technically didn't even wave the flag, because of some racial situations, just to be frank. They didn't even wave the flag for him. They kind of acknowledged that he won at the end of the race after everybody had left, but they did not want to show him winning the race in front of that crowd at that time. Um, so just being grateful is not enough. I get back to say Michael Jordan is his team owner. Being grateful is not enough, bro. Michael Jordan instills winning attitudes in people. He want to win. You know what I'm saying? So just to say something like I'm grateful, bro. Grateful don't pay the bills, man. We got to be realistic. Of course, any athlete in this situation would be pissed, bro. Any athlete in this situation would be pissed. Where you gunning for a top five finish, top three finish, you going for the win, and then you get forcefully removed from the position that you were fighting for. You're gonna be mad, bro. Let's be realistic about it. So to call him a baby, to call him a crybaby, all he does is whine, bro. That's not whining. You're frustrated because of the level of intense competition you just endured, and to have it ripped away from you, as to no fault of your own, it's frustrating. It happens in iRacing all the time, and I am pissed. Actually, I've never competed for a win in iRacing. I'm gonna be honest. No, I have one point. I have one race. See, is I'm getting off topic again, but I have, and we've all been in that position in iRacing or something like that. And then you just get frustrated when somebody moves you out the way and steals away a victory from you. Come on, bro, you'll be mad too. So let's just stop with all the Bubba hate, bro. Bubba gets a lot of hate over anything he does, and it really frustrates me because I truly does support him. Not to say he's always been right in some of the decisions he's made. Um, Man, anybody in this situation though, let's just be human. Let's be honest, bro. Everybody will be pissed, and it's okay to be pissed, bro. It's sports. It's competition. That's what it's about, bro. You want to win. That's what it's about. So don't talk about and don't tell him he needs to have. You need to have a grateful attitude. You need to be happy that your car was so, bro. Being happy is not good enough, bro. We need results, and he didn't get the results he was looking for. That's to no fault of his own. But nonetheless, though, it made for a great storytelling piece. It made for a great rivalry all night. Him and Austin Dillon. That was great, bro. I thoroughly enjoyed watching them go door to door for like 60 laps. They were going neck and neck with each other. So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. But we have a long season ahead. All right, let's keep it going though. I got off topic. I
Yeah,
went
it's
on a
really
rant for
hard
like
to sit
15
there for
minutes.
these guys and say, I didn't really do anything.
Look,
It's
watch
pretty
this.
obvious here.
Boo! Pushed him right out the way. He never
The
even
next
had a
contact was
chance.
so far before the corner,
Never even had a
and with
chance,
such
bruh.
force,
Look at
two
Truex
more
flying.
laps.
2 laps left to go.
Still maintaining 8 here, coming back to 1 to go, nice and smooth.
Truex opens it up as the white flag waves.
Oh,
2
Ryan
left to go.
Priest climbed his
Spots
way
on the
back up to
flag at
seventh,
one
though.
lap.
Have to finish under
He
green.
wants to get around
Hey,
here
man,
as fast as he possibly can. The
Ryan
green line
Priest,
behind him.
Lightning Priest.
They're trying down here.
Lightning
They're trying
Priest
to
was the
pile up the
shocker of
Martin
the night,
Truex.
bro.
Comes off turn 4
He was
with the
my most.
checkered
I
flag.
think Ryan Priest was the MVP.
Here
He
comes
climbed
3
from
wide.
18th to
3
finish
rows
7th.
back.
Held the most
But
laps in
everybody
first place. He had the
scrambles
most
to the
laps in first
finish.
place all night. Yeah.
They're still right.
Oh wow.
Frustrations galore.
Oh shoot, Denny
There's
Hamlin and
one
William
guy
Byron again,
happy and a bunch of them mad.
bro. Denny Hamlin has a lot of enemies. Denny Hamlin has a lot of enemies, bro. Like, dang, Denny Hamlin has a lot of enemies. Like, what did he do to make him that mad? But yeah, man. Overall, this was a great race in my opinion. Just to kind of wrap things up, this is a great race in my opinion. Very great race. Very physical race. Uh, it really felt like being at your local short track. It felt like watching your local short track race with just a much bigger budget. Bigger budget with the cars, bigger budget with the media involved, bigger budget with the overall crowd, the aesthetics in the stadium with the fireworks, the podium. It was just a great show. It was amazing. The halftime show, um, it was great. NASCAR, I really do appreciate this event. I did not watch last year's. I tuned in to this year, and I'm so glad I did. Um, well worth it. Well worth it. But that kind of wraps up this video, though. That kind of wraps up this video, though. As you guys see, yeah, it was just a great time. That was a really great time. Let me go ahead and cut to a commercial break. I'll be right back.
When I roll, I'ma do it like. Everything right now, I'm on the outside. Up the beat goes. When I roll, I'ma do it like.
All right, welcome back, guys. I'm glad you could be back here with me. Yeah, just had a little bit of technical difficulties there, but we kind of got things cleared away. But yeah, overall, this was a fantastic race. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Like I said before, this was physical. It was entertaining throughout. It wasn't extremely long. It wasn't bad at all. It had a lot of cautions though. I think they had about 13 cautions in that race. A lot of talent being shown tonight. We had a lot of talent with the raps that some of these teams came out with. A couple of my favorites were Austin Dillon was the most favorite of the night. We also had another good one. William Byron also had a very great rap tonight. Um, oh, Kevin Harvick with that Bush rap that was pretty sweet. Noah Gragson came with the heat, bruh. Noah Gragson came out with the heat tonight. Um, yeah, so that was just to name a few, but yeah, great race, great entertainment. NASCAR, thank you for trying to incorporate more hip hop and more black entertainment and into the sport. That's great. I'll be able to, share this with some of my friends and some of my people, and they can relate and gravitate to the sport just a little bit more. So, thank you. But I'm about to go ahead and wrap this up. This has been a great time. If you haven't already, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is extremely fun to make. The more support I can get behind it, the more to motivate me to want to continue to doing this to make sure to make sure I keep pumping out content consistently. Go ahead and do me a favor, hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. And go ahead and follow. You see right here, that is the TikTok page. I'll be posting clips on the TikTok of various NASCAR content and just auto enthusiast content in general. And do me a favor, go ahead and hit that follow button there. And thank you for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up with one more um, looking at the sponsor for tonight, which is myself. I sponsored this with my time and my dollars and putting this production to work. So let's go ahead and check this commercial break out, and then we will wrap up this for tonight.
When I roll up and do it like everything right now. I'm on the outside. Up the beat go. When I roll up and do it like